Hello mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. You have me, Mark. Today we have a song from JINJER, and the title of the song is Judgment and Punishment. This song was recommended by Casandra, Pellegrin, and Jim Morris. Thank you guys. Before we start giving this song a go, also big thank you for those who are not new to the channel, who have been consistently supporting our this Sarsicles TV thing going on. And for those who are new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you stick around and become one of our kasubs. You know, all you have to do is just click subscribe, just like that. You become part of this awesome group. And now that we have everything in place, in order, let's give this song a go. And that's the end of the song. Interesting video. Interesting song as well. Okay, let me start with the video, my video reaction. In the first few seconds, you know that part where the guy is entering the house? It kind of for me, it is, I would describe it as the, the missing footage of the Blair Witch Project. Because of that, that mixing of chemicals going on, and then I think those were roots of the trees, covering the door, and those wooden furnitures, that old, that rustic, those rustic furnitures, gave me that feel. So as usual, not really usual, because this is kind of the guitar is deep and dark sounding. So the choice of effects and the tuning that they use. So the tuning, I guess, is not really new, but the guitar effects, it's very heavy. And however, with the tuning has a lot of is crucial here, and the choice of effects as well, because if your tuning is low, it's already dark and heavy. So you have to be very critical in choosing your effect, because it really depends on what you want it to turn out. If you choose a very heavy, grisly sounding distortion, for example, it might sound good in another tune, probably standard most likely, but if you pair it with a low tuned guitar, it might make it very fuzzy that you cannot understand the notes. So it's like just like so even when you step on the strings, it does not change the sound already, because it's it's very distorted. So with this particular choice of effects, very good, because you can still understand what's going on with the guitars. And question for the verse, I think it is the instrument used like a native instrument? Are they trying to like also share the culture by using native instruments, or is it those miniaturized people in figurines in the closet? I can see there the members of the band, right? And then the guitarist is actually holding a stringed instrument that does not look like an ordinary guitar. It's like a round thing. So I was wondering if that is the actual guitar that was used in the verse. Let me know if it's correct, if I'm right, or if not, let me know what's that particular string instrument called, so that I can Google it and then know more about that particular instrument. Very nice sounding, very good. The arrangement, I would say there's groove in the metal. In addition to the groove, adding to the groove is the bass. You can really hear him do his thing in the verse, and not really more of the techniques that were used, but more of the notes that he was playing. He was like, I think what he's trying to pull is some sort of jazz notes or jazz licks. That's my thought. Let me know if you agree, or if you have another interpretation to that particular segment. At 3 minutes 50 into the song, you would notice that I smiled, and that's because I kind of understood the video already, that the vocals is mixing some stuff, some chemicals, and she makes the guest drink it. And then I smiled because I kind of connected the dots, wherein the reason why there are figurines in there is because they are actually guests as well, who were shrunk to size and then placed in the cabinet. What I was surprised to see in the video was that also the witch also drank from the probably she was celebrating or something. And then it slipped her mind that it's something not to drink. So that's what happened to Tatiana. Yeah, Okay, I was trying to recall the name. Sorry about that if I'm referring to her as the vocal to voice. So, and then that's what happens to Tatiana. So I guess my interpretation of the song. So it's all about accountability, and what happens next, or the consequences of of your choice, I guess, or yeah, basically that's my interpretation of the song. But anyway, very vague. Let me know what your thoughts as well. I got caught with the instruments and the video. Um, so I think there's a groove, and so I'd like to also highlight Tatiana's voice here. So I really like the way her voice adjusts to the that groove part, during the verse, and then also within the verse. I always mention this: her transition from clean to metal, it's very fluid. I believe I've used this analogy before, like, just like when you are transitioning, when you're presenting in a class or in a meeting, when you're moving from one slide to another. You don't A good facilitator is able to convey the message between from one slide to the other without you noticing that you're already on the next slide of the discussion. And even so, he's able to communicate or to transfer the knowledge from person to person. And I think Tatiana does a great job at that. And also, I guess here you can really see how talented the band is, not just Tatiana but the entire band, because they do make convincing characters in this video. For some reason, I won't you can see they they are good looking, I guess. And but that's more of a personal opinion. They are good looking, and I think they would cut it in the acting industry as well. Who knows? There are bands out there who are able to still play, and you can also see them in some movies. There are some, and I think these guys can, given the right opportunity, probably the right staff or people looking after their career, it's not it's possible. Anyway, that's my reaction. Let me guys know what you think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, click that bell notification so that whenever there's something new on our channel, you'll be the first to know. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.